FightHype.com. Here with Bozy Ennis, trainer, father of Jamaine Ennis. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. You, my brother?
All right, good to hear, man. What brings you to New York anyways, man?
Well, I got a fighter fighting on the card, Lomachenko, and Jamaine Ortiz card.
You know, before we even jump into boots or anything like that, man, you know, the game plan for Top Rank is if Loma picks up this win, he'll face off against Devin Haney, and then the winner will fight against Shakur. How do you kind of see that playing out?
The fight playing out?
Yeah. Do you see Loma getting past Haney and Shakur, or do you think he'll lose to either one of those guys?
Well, right now he got to get past Jamaine Ortiz.
That's not a guarantee for you?
I don't think it's a guarantee. Jamaine Ortiz is a good fighter, man.
Gotcha.
Matter of fact, my son Boots beat him in the amateurs.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And he was a good boxer back then. The guy, plus he's a big 135 pounder. People don't understand that too. You know what I mean? Then we got to understand this. What do Lomachenko have left? You know, he's getting older. You know what I mean?
Do you think he's still at the top of his game, or you're not really too sure?
I'm not too sure now. You know what I mean? Because he haven't been fighting, you know, regular like he normally be doing.
Gotcha. Now, you know, let's talk about your son. I got a chance to talk to David Anavision's manager the other day, and you know, they were just like, hey, they offered us the fight, we took it. What's your overall thoughts on it? Were you pissed off by it, disappointed? What were your thoughts on David versus Crawford, man?
David versus
Crawford, Anavision versus Crawford. What's your thoughts on the whole thing, man?
I don't know what's going on with Crawford and Spence, but I heard that's all. It's all about Crawford wanted a certain amount of money from say the fights in Dubai, you know, pay-per-view in Dubai, pay-per-view is all over. He want to find out how much money he getting from this person from Dubai, this person from over in Vegas, or this person from Hallelujah, wherever they, you know what I mean? He want to see the receipts, he want to see everything, you know what I mean? But you know, it got to go through the network. Showtime would be the network. So it got to go through them. That's where you get paid through them.
In your view, is that a fair thing for Crawford to ask for, man?
No, I don't think so. But I know one thing about Crawford. He got a bad deal down the line, and that's why he's so suspicious of certain things. He want to see all the stuff in writing and all that stuff. So I can understand from that point of view, but not taking the fight, I don't understand that. You know what I mean? And that movement he made, and nobody didn't know about that he was going to fight Avenesian.
You know, give you guys credit. You know, you guys have been extremely patient. You guys just fought that eliminator against Clayton.
Yes.
Got the knockout in like the second round. And it seemed as though, even though you guys are number one, you guys were okay with saying, okay, we'll let them get the undisputed, and then we'll get next. But now it seems like you guys are just like, no, we're not waiting anymore. The fight's not happening.
No.
Made the petition. Is there any update on that?
No, and that's what I'm waiting on now, the update on that. You know what I mean? Because you see, I put the petition in for that. You know what I mean?
Would you know, like, kind of like a timetable, or is it kind of up in the air in terms of when you'll know?
I should know something by next week. I should know something about that. But I got information for somebody, and it should be taking effect next week. So we'll find out where we're coming from.
You know, it wasn't just your team also, it was also Team Stanionis, because they had the WBA regular. So you guys are kind of like jockeying for position. Let's just say they give it to Stanionis. What would you guys want to do? Like, who's just one guy that's just like, okay, we can't get Spence or Crawford, let's fight this guy. Stanionis fight Spence, let's get this guy.
Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, but he's in line too. They trying to move him to the WBC, where he's going to be in line to fight Spence too. You know what I mean? So if he don't fight Spence, fight us. You know what I mean? You know, we going to get a title. I don't know when we going to get it, but I know we right in line for the title. So the IBF, we number one for that. You know what I mean? And the other ones, we in the rest of the division. So you got, what's his name? Ortiz. You got Virgil Ortiz, WBO, you know what? I don't know if he want to fight. They said he don't want to fight for the title right now. Some shit. That's what I heard. I don't know how they. But you know, people lie so much. So I don't know what the media is talking about a lot of times. So
yeah, I've heard that. I'm just gonna say I don't think that's true at all.
Yeah,
I think he would have took that fight anyway.
Yeah.
At this point right now, I know you don't really care who your son fights. You think he'll beat Crawford, you think he'll beat Spence, you think he'll beat Godzilla. It doesn't
but
matter.
listen to this, though. It's not what I think. We just want the opportunity to test our skills against the top fighters, because I think Spence is great, and I think Crawford is great. You know what I mean? So we got to find out how great we are when we fight guys like them. That's why I want to fight them guys.
That
you know
makes,
what I mean?
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And I know you have nothing but the utmost respect for both guys.
Oh, yeah, I like both of them. They're great, man. They're great fighters, man.
But who would you consider maybe the slightly more difficult fight for your son? Would it be Spence, all that pressure? Would it be Crawford, who could switch just like your son? And Crawford actually came on the interview and said,
I heard that.
Boots kind of fights a little bit like me, you know?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
who would you consider a little more tougher for your son?
I really couldn't tell you, because we done been in with all types of styles. We've been in with pressure fighters. We done been in with guys that box, switch hitter, and all that. So I really couldn't say though until the time come, man. Because every fight is different. You know what I mean? You know, you ain't gonna fight the fight. Say like the way he fought Spence, the way he fought Ugas. Yeah. He probably wouldn't fight Boots the same. You know what I mean? Because every fighter fight different ways when it comes to different fighters.
100%.
You know what I mean? So I really couldn't say that. You know what I mean? But just what I could say, they both great fighters. I always talk about how good they are. I don't talk about this guy is not this guy's not that. Both of them is great fighters, and we would love to fight either one of them.
In your view, just your opinion, do you think the fight is gonna happen, or at this point you're just like, probably not?
I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen now.
Gotcha.
I think this because I think Crawford missed the boat now. But see, then you're gonna do something like that behind people's back that they don't know what you was doing or who you was signing with, and everybody thought you was gonna fight Spence, but nobody knew about him fighting Albanese until it came out.
So you think that kind of could have effect just officially ended everything?
That's it. But then I was listening to Crawford the other day when something came up on YouTube about they asked him about, well, what if you get 50-50? You know what I mean? You know, because I think there was offered 60-40 or 60-something doing it.
Yeah, that was an older interview.
Yeah, he said, well, what if you get 50-50? I don't think I would take the fight. So that's what he said. So he was. So that means he wasn't going to fight Spence anyway. Gotcha. That's where I took it.
So when you kind of look at that, and Spence did come out on his social media, he said, yo, man, I've been fighting at 47 for like 10 years. I don't really want to make the weight anymore.
No, it's difficult. I understand.
So do you kind of, I mean, obviously you want to fight Spence as well, but do you look at Crawford and, like, does he have more of your attention? Because you just like, okay, Spence might move up, Crawford's probably going to stick around. You just focus more on him?
Well, then we want Crawford then. If he stick around, we want Crawford.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Do you look at a guy like Vasyl Ortiz right now, the guy that you want to fight? I'm only asking because a lot of people are saying, yo, that's going to be the mega fight down the line. Do you look at it like that as well?
Well, I agree with them. That's going to be a big fight down the line. You know what I mean? But, we was willing to fight him now, yesterday or the day before yesterday or a year ago, whatever. That's how we was coming up. We was able to, if we was able to fight him, we would have fought him. You know what I mean? But they said one time I heard 48 months. That's down the line. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I can understand that. Because that can be a mega fight for Boots and Ortiz. You know what I mean? That's like De La Hoya and Witchcomb fight. When De La Hoya fought Witchcomb, that was a mega fight.
Gotcha. I gotta ask you, because I've seen your son in person. I mean, I've seen damn near every fighter in person. And your son is gigantic. Like he's really big, but he doesn't seem to struggle with the weight.
No, he don't. So we eat all the way up to fight time.
So that's what, like, how the hell you guys pull that off? He's bigger than these guys.
But it's a little method that we use.
You ain't gonna reveal it.
I can't reveal the methods. No, but he eat all the way up to all the way up to fight time. Like say we fighting Friday, he can eat all the way up to Thursday.
Wow. Okay.
Eat up to Thursday.
How high in weight do you think he could possibly get eventually, man?
Oh, fighting again?
How big do you think Boots can eventually get? Like 68, 60?
I think as far as he might go. I'm just saying it's 68. I think he might make it up to 68. If not 68, I know 160 for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Gotcha. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Anytime, brother.